Okay, so I'm trying out this thing that holds at my neck while it's stable for me to look at Kaya. So it might be a little shaky. Kaya, come on! Come on, come on! We're gonna eat! We're gonna eat, okay? So, this is the day where she was confirmed her diagnosis of oral squamous cell carcinoma. Hi, Missy. You're so cute. She loves those pets. She's always been a petite cat and small. She's the best void ever. She even knows how to do paw. Oh, you're so cute. I love you, my sweet girl. I will always love you. So I'm just gonna do this while... Oh, this is dirty. I'll get rid of this. I think there's another one. So while I do this, I just want to share that Kaya, I'm doing this recording because I don't have much time with her left. And even saying that, I'm trying to hold back the tears. I'm pretty sure she knows what's going on because these beings are so special. These are the purest, wonderful beings ever. Whenever I have cried, Kai would always do a little cry, right, Kaya? Yeah, I know what you know what I'm talking about. Sorry, this thing keeps moving. I'm trying to get adjusted. But she would do a little like chirp cry, run to me, and just brush against me relentlessly until I have calmed down. I've only ever taken one video of that when I was crying, and it was a little bit weird because I was just trying to make it look natural. I mean, it was natural, but I guess what I'm trying to say is like I wanted to just capture it, and you know what? I'm glad that I did because now I realize like, well, this is life and this is what happens. And I guess there's video to show that I can always look back. Though I know too it's gonna be painful when it comes time or when the grieving process begins. But that's what Kaya would do. She's so sweet. Just like every other kitty out there. So her diagnosis, it started, well, I mean, officially came to be today with the paperwork from the biopsy. And I just been crying all day since coming home from the vet today. At this point, I know euthanasia is hello, sweetie. Euthanasia is one of the options that most people consider. But that's not something that I'm going to do for Kaya because I don't care what other people choose because I respect what other people's choices are. And I understand, I get it. I understand why people choose euthanasia because it's just so painful for their cats and they just want to make sure their cats go comfortably and at peace. For me, I don't think that's something I can do because I don't have the heart or stomach for it, is one. Second, again, this is just how I feel about it. I don't care what other people feel because I respect whatever they choose. I just feel like she's still living and breathing. I don't have any right to take that away when she's still living and breathing. And even right now, if you look at her, you wouldn't even suspect that she's sick, but she is, with this awful, evil, terminal disease. Oh, sorry, she's one of the softest cats ever. And she's so sweet. She knows how to give paw and sit, which I'd like to show that in a different video. But, sorry, Kai, I have to go get your gabapentin. And sorry, please don't mind the TV in the background. I written down everything of what she's taken time. I feel like this notebook, I don't know if I can even look at it after when time comes when she passes. And I say that because that's the expectancy of this really awful disease. You are so freaking cute and you always be cute. You know that? I will always love you. There's a saying that I tell Kaya, even like from when I adopted her back in 2016. That's took me 8 months to finally understand a love of a cat and just unconditional love. That's a story for a different time. But, and I'm sorry, this is just hard for me to record when I can't really see this here, so I'm just like looking over the video. So please bear with me. I'm a novice. I'm not like your typical any of those like YouTube experts, content creators. The point of me shooting this video of Kaya up until the day that she passes is because I feel like most pet owners, and I'm not speaking for all, but I just feel like we want to share how beautiful our pets are. And I want the world to see Kaya for who she is. And look at those green eyes. You're so cute. You're so precious. And I'm sorry, it's just, I am so nervous with this recording too. But I was trying to say earlier, I'm gonna pause the thought that I was just sharing and finish the previous one. I always tell Kaya, I go where you go, and you go where I go. Always. And that's something I told her since the beginning. And that's always gonna be true, okay, Kaya? I'm gonna miss you so much, you know that? But like I said, I just wanted to record this for her because I want the world to see who Kaya is. This awesome, wonderful being. And I do assist her with the feeding. I'm waiting for a spoon to come in tomorrow, just because this is my very first pet. First time this is happening. Oh, hello, Miss Winnie. Sorry, I just gotta sit. You're so cute. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna move this real quick. I am hoping this is not too shaky. Okay, girl. You got this. I got you. Okay. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what works for her. But obviously, comfort right now is the most important thing for Kaya. She still has an appetite. She's been eating a lot. And we've just been giving her antibiotics. Good girl. Good girl. You got this, girl. Antibiotics, as well as like just trying to help minimize the ulcer infection under her tongue. She seems to be very upbeat with her really cute tail. But clearly, this disease is so malignant and so aggressive that I don't have much time with her left. I actually need to call the vet again tomorrow just to confirm, like, with the size of the growth, approximately how much longer do I have with her. And again, the reason why I'm doing this recording, showing this part, this personal part of my life with her, is because not only did I say show the world who she is, but the other part too is because I lost my dad to stage 4 lung cancer on August 19, 2021. And his and hers prognosis and process, all that, it's so similar. It overlaps that it's very triggering for me. It happens so swift, so quickly. And with my dad, like, it metastasized to bone, skin, brain, and literally a little bit less than a month from his diagnosis, he passed away. They attempted to do radiation or chemo. I'm sorry, just one of those. One of those options. Trying to do it just to see what is his, I don't know, it was like blood count or some sort of number that he needed to target to be a candidate to continue. Unfortunately, he was not a candidate because the numbers were far below. So the only option left was sending him home for at-home hospice care. And now it just feels like everything's so overlapped because the initial doctor that met with my Kaya had said that there's no other treatment that they can provide because she originally came in, and this just all happened last week. She came in where she was drooling and dropping so much dry food everywhere that I just felt like, okay, this is getting weird. So when we brought her in, and she had like a foul smell from her mouth too. Brought her in. Sorry, Kaya, I'm going to give you a better spoon tomorrow, okay? But we brought her in, and then that's when they said, okay, it's either going to be kidney disease or dental. We did x-rays and blood work that same day in that very first visit. Came back everything negative in terms of there was no early signs of cancer, no lymph node growths, no kidney disease. So then they ruled that likely it's dental that's causing the odor. So we scheduled a follow-up appointment. It took a few days later, but scheduled. Oh, no more? Okay. Good, Kaya. You did so well. You did so well. And then I have to go wipe her mouth. I'll wipe your mouth, okay? Yeah, she's struggling. I mean, she was able to lick herself today, which is something I haven't seen in nearly a week and a half. But yeah, basically that first appointment, they came back. I'm sorry, it's not the first appointment, but the follow-up appointment that was made with her was likely a dental extraction. And are you gonna come with me? Oh my god, my poor girl. I am going to clean you. The dental extraction, let's see, was something that I was hoping that it would just be that. She got her appointment in, and when she was sedated, that's when the second doctor had discovered an ulcer under her tongue. And they said that it was quite like medium size. Sorry, girl. Medium size. Here, we gotta clean you more, okay? I'm sorry. Hold on. You're so good. I just have to clean you. Gentle, I know. Tap. So cute. Okay. So I'm just gonna put this here. Or actually, maybe I'll go over here because I do have to feed her another medication. She went into, well, after she got that, after we found that ulcer, they found that ulcer under her tongue, they said it's either an injury or it is. See, I'm losing my train of thoughts because it's just all very debilitating. But it was either an injury or it was cancer. That second doctor wanted to confirm, so they took a biopsy, or they sent the lab for a biopsy. They sent a sample to the lab for a biopsy. They said it would come back in a week. So this follow-up appointment was just a few days ago. It was on Monday of this week. And I had just been in anguish waiting for the results, praying so much to Buddha, the religion that I follow, Buddhism, that I prayed so hard to Buddha that it was not cancer. And I guess I was just being hopeful. I guess sort of like with my dad. I went in today to the vet because I had to pick up her medication since amoxicillin clavinate seemed to make her nauseous with a delayed side effect response. So I came in and I decided, you know what, maybe I should just ask and see if they knew about or if they received any of the test results back. And it seemed that they did. It was printed for me to see before the doctor would call me. And the moment we saw that very first title at the top, it said Squamous cell carcinoma. So I knew that it was fucked. That we were fucked. And there was no going back from that. And apologies for this mess. It's been challenging. But now it's just I'm going to seek palliative care for her until the day that she leaves me. And I don't know, I just haven't been handling it well. And I just feel so, again, triggered with the past event with my dad, because that itself was a lot too. So I don't know. I'm just doing my best. I don't know how much time I have left with her, and that's something I should have asked. That's something I have to call back tomorrow and ask, though. She does have an appointment with oncology with a very renowned veterinary in our area, veterinary hospital. And it's in about a week and a half. But I think for me, I'm just making that appointment because I just wanted to know for closure, like that, and also knowing that I'm doing what I can to get all information that I can. I don't think that I would put Kaya through radiation because I saw what it did with my dad. And let alone this girl, she's very petite and small. I just feel like right now she's still upbeat and normal, if you will. I feel like the moment radiation is done, that's just kind of game over. Like her health will decline. And like I said, that's what I saw with my dad. Are you in here, girl? Let's take a look. Oh, you are in here. Hello. Hi. You're so cute. She's in her little pineapple. Even looking at this pineapple breaks my heart. Because I'm already thinking of, I'm sorry, excuse for the mess, but I'm already thinking of the aftermath. Because a lot of it is just like, I'm just sent back. I should go back to Kanye. I feel a lot of this is just sending me back to my dad and how the process was for him. And excuse the messiness in the back. Hey, girl. Hey, sweet girl. You did so well. Good job. Yeah. I don't know. I just think that I know this is life, and this is just life. It sucks. And death is part of it, inevitably. But I mean, it's so painful. And it doesn't matter if she's a senior cat. She's 9, but she doesn't even act like 9. Even last year, when she had her physical checkup, nothing extensive, just like your regular checkup. The doctor at that time, oh no, Jules. The doctor at that time said that they were surprised that she was 8 last year because they checked her teeth, even though yes, there was some periodontal disease, but they said her teeth looked so good that they were shocked because she looked more like 5 years old. So I thought, like, you know what, this looks good. We had her checkup like sort of mid last year. Everything is good. Her other checkup was due February, but I got her in finally, like, it was end of March, so a little bit a month later, just for like shots and whatnot. And then that's when I saw that's when these symptoms started to arise, and here we are now. I'm just gonna do my best. The most important thing is making sure she's comfortable, and I'm gonna be seeking any type of medication that can help her with that until her last days, with her final days, or with me. I love her so much. I've never had a cat like this. I mean, it's my first time, so I can't really say that, but as the first cat ever, she is amazing. She lets me literally do whatever she wants, or whatever I want with her, in terms of like petting, picking up. She's very, very sweet and flexible. She doesn't have any issues. She listens. She acts like a dog. She walks on a leash, and she loves that. And my plan for her is just to spoil her even more, which is taking her outdoors. I'm gonna try and see if I can buy a backpack, get her hiking with me, and safely go to the beach. Just things that I've always wanted to do with her, and on top of, I know that she would enjoy, because this girl, she's exactly like me. She loves the outdoors, and our hearts belong outside. So, this is Kai, everyone. I'll be posting more videos, just because, sorry, one thing that I forgot, that I didn't finish my thought earlier. I'm posting these two because I was planning to write a letter for my dad when he was in the process of already at home hospice care. I was writing something for him that I would read aloud to him. The aim was doing it before he would pass. But I never got around to it. I kept pushing it back. And this was confirmed through therapy shortly after he passed. And I had to meet with 2 therapists at that time just to keep myself alive and survive through the grief. And that was my very first official loss. This one would be my second. But it was my defense mechanism kicking in. And sadly, he never got to hear it. So I just feel like I have lived my life waiting and pushing things back and just waiting for the right moment. But I feel like it's sad under these circumstances. It's devastating, if anything. But I don't want to miss this again, because life is so short. It's even shorter for them. And I only have this one shot left before I can ever I will never ever talk or see her or touch her again, like tangibly. So I'm just going to do this. I don't care about the views or any of that. I just want to spread this pure, unconditional, wonderful being in love to the world, especially when the world needs it the most. So, thanks for watching.